All right. I don't know if this is the best angle of my camera, but it's the angle we're going with. Something like that. All right. Messy bed in the background. Hello. How is everybody today? So, I got a couple things on my mind that I figure are worth talking about. The first, most notably, being that I worked on the song again today, and I was able to redo the first verse. I don't know, I was able to put down a pre chorus and then work on the chorus some. So that was pretty exciting. I went into it and I just felt more energy and I felt more confident in my delivery. And I did the verse in parts. So the opposite of what I was talking about yesterday, I want to stop doing. And then it actually came together quite well. So I put the verse together in four parts. I would do 4 bars and then I would move on to the next 4 bars. And honestly, in my DAW right now, how it's playing is 4 bars play left, 4 bars play right, 4 bars play left, and it's just going back and forth like that. And so I want to experiment a little bit with that. And for the chorus, I've layered some takes for like the sides to make the take like sound a lot wider. But I still want to sing completely in a different way than I have already sung on the track. Just something to contrast, just something to contrast what I already had laid down. Like right now, it's very monotone. It's very like hummy, and I feel like that'll sound good with some auto tune on it, and if it's processed. But what I want to layer on that is like some rock vocals, like some high energy, uh, kind of hyper kind of delivery, and I think that would be cool layered over the chorus. Right now, how I have the song structured is it goes straight into a verse where I'm fast rapping, and then it goes into a pre-chorus and then a chorus, and I really like that. I really like I really like that structure. I feel like it flows really well and it's able to keep your attention the entire time. If you don't know yet, this is my microphone. It's been in the last couple of videos. I forget the exact model. I would have to pull out the box. It's a Rode with a deal where it came with like the pop filter and everything. I bought the stand separately. It was cheap. It was, you know, something because I figured I don't need to go in like real expensive for just a stand. Like any stand that's gonna do the trick will do the trick, and this one's kind of perfect. It's for like live performances. Uh, it stands on 3 legs. The microphone's all right. I will keep it until I'm to a level where I feel like I need a bunch, like a lot better microphone. But for now, this microphone works great. The only thing that I would do differently for this mic than what I'm doing currently, and I want to do once I get something situated, like studio wise, is really have a lot of padding around, like on the walls. Like even if it's just hanging blankets around a corner, that's what I did when I was recording commencement ceremony, and it just makes like the world of a difference to cut off some acoustics. That's one thing I would do differently. Uh, my plosives are pretty sharp to my own ears. So another thing I might do is add like another sock or something just to try to kill some plosives, just because they're so sharp. I mean, that's one of the things I struggle most with mixing is, and I did it for a while, is way too hard on the de-essing. So I'm learning now, and I'm learning to not like try to kill my plosives, but just try to get a better recording the first time around. Um, so something I would want to do to improve that is maybe more padding for the microphone too. But if the environment is okay, works, then the microphone absolutely does its job. I can for sure see myself getting a clearer microphone in the future, but for now, for the type of music I'm making, uh, and the kind of response I'm getting, this microphone is perfect. I started on like a $5 microphone, like from a yard sale, and I just started in Audacity. It's a free program, and I just got Beats, and I just started recording straight in that. And then I received a gift from my family. I got Mixcraft Pro, which is a DAW that nobody used on YouTube. So I wasn't able to like watch like any tutorials on like people making beats and stuff like they were doing in FL Studio. Because everybody that's like really popping on YouTube and has like a solid base of content is like using a different DAW. So it was kind of a good thing that I was able to learn by experimentation mostly and just playing with the DAW rather than being able to just look up a video and have someone tell me how to use my DAW. I'm still figuring out some things like send tracks and automation. I feel as though that once I figure out automation, uh, it'll be a lot better. I love you too. Thanks for the comment. Let's think. Yeah, so with Oscar or Flamingo Man, with Flamingo Man, what I'm currently doing is I'm putting together an album. And how I work with him is he'll send me beats and I'll work on songs uh, until we find like a song that's really popping. And then we'll move forward with that one. And with the DAWs, um, I'm still learning. What I like about my DAW is how it looks compared to other DAWs. Uh, it's pretty easily accessible. Some DAWs out there that people use, they look like calculators. And so what's cool about my DAW is it really looks like, a musician's tool. FL looks cool. Every DAW is like so different than the other, but they all like in music you can only do so much. So they all like have a reverse, they can all reverse. They all have audio tracks, they all have instrumental tracks, they all have sends, they all have buses. So once you're able to uh, use one program, you're able to transfer to another program. My latency is still an issue in my DAW. I have it at 20 right now, but it's running all right. Sometimes I have to like pause it and then go into the menu and click OK, and then like it'll get rid of crunchiness. It's not that it's not recording, it's just that I get like crunchies and stuff. So this computer should be kicking butt. So I dedicated more RAM, and I'm still figuring out how to do that. But so far, it's still taking my recordings, and they're pretty clean. I just have to shift them like one little space over to the left, is all to compensate for the latency I'm shooting at. Like I said, with Oscar, I'm currently putting together an EP, and the three songs that I like the most that are definitely going on the album are all like rock songs, rock instrumentals, but feature like rapping on them as well as singing. And I'm pretty proud about that. It's coming together pretty well. I like the project uh, quite a bit. I feel like there's a lot of good messages in this project. I feel like it sounds one of the most like some of the most poppy stuff, but it's still organized and put together like underground music, like experimental music, which is cool. So it has that poppy sound, but it's still experimental. It's not experimental like grimy, but it's experimental like its structure, and it's rapping on top of it, but it also like Flamingo Man's been doing a great job of mixing and mastering them, so they sound like really professional. I'm glad I'm able to collaborate with him. It definitely unlocks a side of my creativity that is different than when I'm working on my own stuff. So that is pretty much just wrapping up for the live stream today. Good news is I got some more recordings done and more content on the way. Thank you for watching if you did. Have a good day.